Good morning. Welcome to the Crawford County Board of Commissioners meeting for June 27th. Let's start with the pledge of allegiance. Commissioner Weatherspoon.
All right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Frank. Any approval of minutes from the meeting on July 13th, 2022?
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Any approval of minutes from the work session on July 20th, 2022?
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. And approval of payment of bills in the amount of $3,203,732.16 for the period ending July 26, 2022.
I'll make that motion.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weatherspoon.
Yes.
There were no executive sessions. Any public comment? Okay, start with the Fair Board and E. Francis.
Sure. Yeah, on behalf of the Fair Board, they're asking the commissioners to also approve the lease for the old soccer field that they use for parking around the fair. They approved it at their last meeting, so according to the MOU is now in our hands, and I would make that motion to approve that lease.
Second, any discussion? This is a standard lease we do.
Yeah. The lease is with us, but they paid the bill.
Okay. Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Public safety.
Morning.
Morning, Greg.
Morning, Greg.
This morning, we'd just like to ask to approve the renewal of our critical software at a cost of $1,495 to budget amount.
So moved.
Second. I'll be moving to the second. Any discussion? Or just, Greg, the software itself we've had for a year now, this is 2 years. We're pretty happy with it, right? Does everything we want to do and kind of support everybody the last couple of rounds. Okay. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
The coroner.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Scott.
Requesting approval to send myself and Deputy Pyatt to the 2022 Pennsylvania State Coroners Association Conference, which is going to be down in Gettysburg for a 2-day meeting. Total accommodation is $1,460, and that's a budgeted item that's paid out of our fees.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Domestic relations. Morning, Carla.
Morning, Carl.
I'm here to request to ratify the purchase of a Dell Latitude 3520 laptop. Total cost of $1,097.43. The cost of the county is $0 because this will be purchased with incentive funds. And this is to replace a laptop that is not able to be repaired for county IT.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Thank you. Correctional facility.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Jack.
This morning, I'm looking for approval of payment of $2,553 for annual maintenance agreement with Mobilecon, covering 34 of our radios, and this is a budget item.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you, Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
Planning.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Jack.
First item this morning, we're seeking approval of an amendment with a cooperation agreement between Crawford County and the City of Meco for administration of the CDBG program.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Next, we're asking for approval of a resolution authorizing the submission of an application to Department of Community and Economic Development for $1.5 million through their competitive CDBG coronavirus program for public facility improvements at the Heidi Cooper Park in the City of Meco.
So moved.
Second. Probably moved to the second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Next, we're asking for approval to pay a portion of an invoice 77113 for the Meadville Tribune in the amount of $238.50 for advertising expenses associated with the CDBG CV competitive public hearing. This is paid for out of the county's CDBG program.
Second, any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Next, we're asking to pay a portion of the invoice 77113 from the Meadville Tribune in the amount of $237 for public hearing notices associated with the City of Meadville's fiscal year 2019 and fiscal year 2020 contract notifications. This is paid for out of the City of Meadville's CDBG program.
So moved.
Second, probably moved in second, any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Next, we're asking for payment of an invoice 5029 from CATA in the amount of $260 for their June Rural Family Workforce Transit Program expenses. This is paid for out of the county's CDBG program.
So moved.
Second, been probably moved in second, any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
And finally, we're asking approval to retitle the planning secretary position to office manager position in the planning office.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved in second, any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zach. County maintenance.
Morning.
Morning, Mark.
Asking approval to pay an invoice for the courthouse window replacement project for $206,355.60.
So moved.
Second, probably moved in second, any discussion?
Looking good.
Good.
Yeah, I do.
All those that were worried about how it matched, there are ones next to each other, you can see how close.
Yeah, they match pretty well.
Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Asking approval to ratify paying an invoice for the HVAC project in the amount of $30,530.
So moved.
Second, probably moved in second, any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval to pay invoices for the wall heater and steam trap project for $2,101.01.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved in second, any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval of invoices for the new assessment office remodel in the amount of $225.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved in second, any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval of invoices for the register recorder remodel in the amount of $225.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved in second, any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Asking approval to pay Brian Noah, the project manager for professional services for the month of June 2022 for $1,611.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved in second, any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval of invoices for the new backup 911 center project at the fairgrounds for $25.74.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved in second, any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval to pay Al Sanitation to clean the sewer lines and lift station at the fairgrounds for $3,258.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved in second, any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval for paying 50% down payment to Canada Security to install 6 new security cameras in Exhibit 1 building at the fairgrounds for $1,625.
So moved.
Second, been probably moved in second, any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Human Services.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Sue.
I'm seeking to ratify payment to the Center for Family Services Incorporated for the delivery of ERAP 2 services through 6/30/22, totaling $75,933.75, with no cost to the county, all paid with ERAP 2 funds.
So moved.
Second, been probably moved in second, any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Seeking approval for 52 9-month Adobe Acrobat Pro subscriptions. The subscriptions are being added to our existing account and have been prorated. Total cost is $4,731.48. Cost to the county is $836.29.
So moved.
Second, been probably moved in second, any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Wiederspin,
Yes.
Seeking approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Cornell and Roxas Group for residential services. These are the same services that we contracted for in fiscal year 21-22.
So moved.
Second, been probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Seeking approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Edmond L. Thomas Adolescent Center for Detention Center services. This is the same service that we contracted for in fiscal year 21-22.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
I'm seeking approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Pathways Adolescent Center for residential services. These are the same services that we contracted for in fiscal year 21-22.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
I'm seeking approval of the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Summit School doing business as the Summit Academy for residential services. These are the same services that we contracted for in fiscal year 21-22.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Seeking approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with the Children's Home of Pittsburgh for foster care services. We're also adding the medically needy level of care to the contract, which is a new program.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
I'm seeking approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Parkside Psychological Associates for CARD trauma specialized services. Except for the SOC funded service, the rates are the same as fiscal year 21-22.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
And finally, I'm seeking approval of the fiscal year 22-23 CYS JP contracts where the services and rates remain the same. Those are for Community Specialist Corporation doing business as the Academy, Family Development Services, Parkside Psychological Associates, and Youth Advocate Programs.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Finance.
Good morning.
Good morning, Stephanie.
I am seeking approval of invoices totaling $409,798.62. This was detailed at last week's work session.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Human Resources. Good morning, Nicole.
Asked to approve to change the title of payroll clerk to payroll specialist in Human Resources Office.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Asked to approve to change the title of finance clerk to payroll benefits specialist in Human Resources Office.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
And lastly, to ask to approve to change the title of temp payroll clerk to temp payroll benefits specialist in Human Resources Office.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Gina's going to handle voter services.
And we're requesting to approve Amendment 2 to the Managed Services Agreement between Crawford County and Dominion Voting Systems.
So moved.
Second, it's been probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
I'll handle this for 18. Make a motion to approve the appointment of Travis Pricer to the Workforce Development Board.
I'll gladly second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I think he'll be a great addition to that board.
Agreed. Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Okay. We do have some new hires and transfers in the packet.
I make a motion to approve the request for new hires and transfers.
I will second. It's been probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. For upcoming events, we have the work session on August 3rd. The next full session will be August 10th. Just a note, the work session on the 18th is on a Thursday. Any commissioner comments? Commissioner Weiderspan.
I have none today, sir.
The only comments I'll have is, as I said in the work session, there are a lot of community festivals going on. Please certainly go to those and help those communities out, and then the reports of Crawford County Affairs coming very soon. Any other business brought before the board? I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second, we are adjourned. Thank you.